Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Way Memorial Field here in the DuBois City Park. Bob Anderson with you, along with Jared Howard on video, and we are bringing this game to you on Connect FM on the radio and on Tri-County TV if you're watching online. This is game one of the Little League District 10 Little League Major Division playoffs here in the All-Stars. We got DuBois taking on the combined trio of Smethport, Mount Jewett, and Kane that have rolled into one team. We are getting the starting lineups right now from both teams, and then we will be getting underway. It's currently 79 degrees here in DuBois. There are showers in the vicinity, so we're hoping that it stays clear here of the DuBois City Park. This is your hometown DuBois Little League All-Stars. They're being introduced right now. They will be the away team tonight as they lost the coin toss. And I'll read the starting lineup for you here. We got Rocco Morelli leading things off, and he'll be playing center field. Hank Benton is an extra hitter, batting second. Landon Little is batting third and playing shortstop. Jordan Lockett is playing third base and batting cleanup. Mason Blasco will be pitching tonight and batting fifth. Owen Bundy is behind the plate and will be batting sixth. In the seventh spot is Atlee Palumbo and playing second base. Everett Ryder will be batting eighth in left field. Ryan Mitchell is at first base and batting ninth. Alex Hughes is an extra hitter. Colton Michaud is out in right field. And Cam Gasberry will round out the lineup as an extra hitter. For the Smethport Mount Jewett Kane team, we have Hoyt Woodward leading off, followed by Caden Paticos, who will be playing shortstop. John Nelson's in center field. Mason Myers will be pitching and batting cleanup for the team. Derek Bachman is at first base. Evan Fitzsimmons is behind the plate and catching. Logan Reese is in the seventh spot playing left field. Chase Olson is at third base. Brady Rook is an extra hitter. Bryler Boots is in right field. Kyler Okerlund is an extra hitter. And Karsten Tronetti is an extra hitter as well. Tonight's umpires, we have Devin Clark and Joe Price. Looks like Joe Price will be calling balls and strikes. Devin Clark will be out on the base pads. The DuBois Little League team is managed by Luke Bundy, and with assistant coaches Bobby Little, Wendy Benton, and Alex Gasberry. It's just about time for the national anthem, so we're going to take a short pause, and when we come back, we'll be starting the game. This is DuBois Little League Baseball on Tri-County TV and Connect FM, powered by Star Trucking.
How often do you really get a chance to make a difference in someone's life? I love being a foster parent, and working with Lifespan has been great. They are very supportive and always there when we need them.
Every child deserves a safe and healthy home. There are thousands of kids in foster care in Pennsylvania. Do you have a place in your heart and your home for these children? You probably qualify to foster. Call us today at Lifespan Family Services.
Pizza and wings? Yeah, those are good. Pair it with family and friends, even better. Throw in a cozy atmosphere, a well-rounded menu with salads, pasta, wings, strombolis, tenders, sandwiches, and delicious desserts. Well, that's Bucks. Bucks Pizza. Enjoy our award-winning food in DuBois and Clearfield. Good, better, Bucks.
Every kid deserves a chance at bat, on and off the field. That's why Spitzer Auto World DuBois proudly supports local Little League teams. Because it's more than just fun. It's about building confidence, learning teamwork, and developing character. We may not wear cleats, but the Spitzer team shows up ready to work hard, play fair, and deliver honest deals with our low panda price every day. So let's play ball.
Wag more. Spend less at Spitzer Auto World DuBois.
Our world revolves around you.
Welcome back to Way Memorial Field at the DuBois City Park. Bob Anderson here with you as we just about are ready to start this game. This is game one of the District 10 Little League playoff or All-Stars Division sorry, this is the major baseball division, 11 and 12-year-olds. And right now the weather is cooperating. We're hoping that the showers stay away. Right now on the bump for Smethport is Mason Myers. He'll be pitching for Smethport, Mount Jewett, and Kane tonight. And ironically, on the bump for DuBois is Mason Blasco. So it's a battle of the Masons tonight. We'll see how they fare. We got DuBois leading things off as they lost the coin toss and are going to be the home team tonight. And we'll see the first three hitters. Rocco Morelli will lead things off, followed by Hank Benton and Landon Little. Looking to get off to a good start here in this Little League All-Star bracket. Again, game one. The winner of this will actually move on and play Friday evening, I believe at 6 p.m. We're not sure where, though, yet. They'll take on Potter/McKean. And the loser will drop to the loser's bracket. This is a double elimination tournament. And the loser will play on Sunday. They'll play the loser of the Elk County and Warren matchup, which is also going on tonight. The other teams in this district include Brockway. They'll play Punxsutawney on Friday. And then, of course, we got Potter/McKean waiting for the winner of this game. Brookville will take on the winner of the Elk County and Warren game. And then Bradford and St. Mary's are also in this district. So looking to start things off the right way here tonight. I guess they must randomly draw the seeding for this tournament. DuBois kind of hit the short end of the straw here as they have to actually win tonight's game to get into the bracket with the other teams to join that part of the bracket. But we are ready to get things started here. You can't control that, but you can control what goes on the field. And Rocco Morelli is going to swing at strike one here as that one gets past them. 0-1. Rocco Morelli playing center field tonight for DuBois. And a foul ball right back here at the press box. So quickly, Mason Myers ahead 0-2 now on the count to Rocco Morelli. DuBois wearing their white pants and white jerseys. And here's the pitch. Curveball, and he gets him swinging. So 3 pitches and a 3-pitch strikeout to start things off for Smethport here from Mason Myers.
Number 10, Hank Benton.
Hank Benton is now the batter for DuBois. He's an extra hitter tonight wearing number 10. Swing and a miss there from Benton. Mason Myers throwing him a little bit by these DuBois hitters to start. See if they can catch up to him. He's working quickly. Here's the 0-1. Swung on another foul ball right back towards us. Jared Howard here with me tonight. Doing a good job on the video. We're both sweating up here in the press box. It's warm up here. Might be 79 on the field. It might be 99 in here. And he goes with the pitch there. Looked like he's going for the curveball, and it got way over the batter's head here. So 1-2 now to Hank Benton. Here's a pitch, swung on, he fouls it off down the right field line, and that's out of play. So we'll do it again, 1-2. 1 out so far. Just starting here at Way Memorial Field, top of the first. Mason Myers asked for a new ball. Joe Price, the home plate umpire tonight. Here's the 1-2. Again, tries for that curveball and gets away from him. 2-2 to Benton. Good crowd on hand despite the off and on showers today. There's a swing and fouled off. Benton making him work here. 2-2 again. See a few tents out there. Hopefully we won't need those later. Here's a 2-2, and that's going to be swung on hard at the first baseman, and he's going to make the play after a bobble. Enough time to get him, so quickly 2 away here in the top of the first. The 4-3 put out. And now Landon Little will step in for DuBois, playing shortstop tonight. Here's Myers' pitch, swung on, fouled off down the right field line. And you see those foul balls going down the right field side. You know that The DuBois hitters are going to have to adjust here and get those swings going a little earlier. Here's the 0-1. Curveball, and fool's little there. So 0-2 here. Myers looking good for Smethport, wearing their black jerseys. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled off down the right field side, just foul. Chopper down the line, we'll do it again. See some fans with their red DuBois shirts on out there. It's been not the greatest day here. A lot of rain in DuBois, but field looks pretty good. One muddy spot out there in the outfield. Here's the 0-2, swung on, fouled off again. Little hanging in there. But the nice thing here in DuBois, we do have a turf infield, so you don't have to worry about the rain here. But out in the outfield, it might be a little soggy. Looks good from here. Here's the 0-2, goes with a curveball, misses just up high, so 1-2 now. With 2 away in the top of the first, no score. DuBois the away team, batting first. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, high, pop up into right field. And that's going to get out of play, foul. I don't have the greatest view. I hope I wasn't in the way there, Jared. We got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first, Landon Little in for DuBois against Mason Myers. And here's the pitch. Swung on, that's going to be lined into right field. That'll be the first base hit for DuBois of the game. He's going for second. He's going to go around second. He's heading for third. He's going to try all the way. Here comes the throw to the plate. And he's in there with an inside the park home run. Landon Little gets DuBois on the board, 1-0. Wow, nice start there. After what looked like it was going to be a pretty routine inning. And Little lines that one into right field. I couldn't see what happened. I had a bad vantage point. I imagine there must have been a bobble out there in right or a misplay. But he's going to find himself all the way around the plate or the bases, and 1-0 DuBois. All right, so Jordan Lockett is the batter here for DuBois. And it's 1-1 now to Lockett. Lockett playing third base tonight. Myers looked like he was in total control there. There's a foul ball lined off the press box here and back out to Myers. So 1-2. He's been working ahead in these counts. Looks like he's got good control on his fastball. Here's the 1-2. Swung on. That's going to be lined into right field as well. That'll drop in front of the right fielder. Another misplay in right. And Lockett's going to be around second, heading for third, where he'll hold up there at third. Very similar looking play. Looked like a routine single, but it was bobbled by the right fielder and turns into a 3-baser. So now with Lockett on third, Mason Blasco comes to the plate, who's pitching tonight, a chance to help himself here.
Number 20, Mason Blasco.
Here's the pitch. Inside, that ball gets beyond the catcher, and heads up play there by Lockett. He'll score on the pass ball as the pitcher did not come in to cover the plate. So 2-0 DuBois. Right off the bat here in the top of the first, aggressive base running there from Lockett. He did not hesitate. He was gone right off the bat. Scores on the pass ball. So now the bases are clear. That ball's down low, 2-0 now. See if Myers gets a little rattled here. Here's the 2-0. Swung on, fouled off by Blasco. Yeah, the Smethport team looked like they were in complete control of that inning. And then Landon Little found a way to poke that one into right. Went all the way around the base pads. That ball is fouled off. Back at us. 2-2 now with 2 outs. 2-0 score here at Way Memorial Park. Myers looks on. Here's the pitch. Curveball going to be hit to the shortstop. Makes a nice snag over to first, and that'll end the inning, but not before DuBois puts up 2 runs on 2 hits. We'll take a quick break. It's DuBois 2, Smethport nothing. This is
Hi, it's Mike at DeLulo Transport in DuBois. For the last 14 years, DeLulo Transport has been providing reliable transportation services to our customers. Now, we've added a new division, DT Auto Glass. DT Auto Glass is performing windshield repair and replacement for all makes and models of vehicles, including medium and heavy-duty trucks. Our technician, Kevin, has been installing glass in the area for over 30 years and takes pride in his work. For a quote or to schedule a repair or mobile appointment, call 814-503-4131 or stop by our shop at 349 DuBois Street.
Weight loss can be one of the biggest challenges of your life. But exactly how will you accomplish your weight loss goals? Maybe you'll need a little help with this. At Infused IV Bar, you'll discover effective weight loss solutions with sustainable results. Speak to our in-house physician, either in person or through telehealth services in Pennsylvania, to create a synergistic plan that works for your needs.
And we're back here at Way Memorial Field. Bob Anderson here with you at the DuBois City Park as DuBois leads 2-0 after the first half of the first inning. Getting off to a good start here in this first game of the District 10 Little League All-Star Bracket. This is the major division, ages 11 and 12. DuBois got both of their runs on 2 outs in the first inning there. A little 2-out lightning, taking advantage of some misplays by Smethport out in the field and able to capitalize. Now they're looking to get off to a good start defensively. It'll be Mason Blasco pitching for DuBois tonight, and he'll face Hoyt Woodward from Smethport, and that is inside for ball 1. And the pitch from Blasco. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And the 1-1 coming. Swung on and missed there by Woodward, who can't catch up with that one. 1-2 now. Blasco throwing with some good velocity. Shakes off the catcher here. See what he comes with the 1-2. Goes with something a little off speed, and that's down low. 2-2 now. And the 2-2. Swung on, fouled off. Woodward hanging in there. A little bit of rain now falling on the field. 2-2 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be hit high into left field. Everett Ryder going back. It's going to get over his head. And he throws it in. But it's going to be a stand-up double for Woodward to start things off here for Smethport. Good piece of hitting there with 2 strikes. Got it past the left fielder out there. And Smethport looking to answer DuBois, who's put up 2 in the top half of the inning. Caden Paticos, the batter now for Smethport. This is actually Smethport, Mount Jewett, and Kane combined, but I'm just going to call them Smethport just to make that a little easier. Takes ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss there. Good pitch from Blasco. Looks like some fans looking for some cover out there in the outfield. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Gets past the catcher, but nobody's going to move on. Looks like it was a foul tip, so stop play. Here's the 1-2 coming. And the pitch. Tries to go with the curveball, misses inside. 2-2 now. As the rain falls on Way Memorial Field. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 away here in the bottom of the first. DuBois leading 2-0. Runner on second for Smethport. John Nelson, the batter. He steps in, tries to drive home the first run of the game for the Smethport team. That ball's in there for strike 1. Looks back at second, but just elects to hold on to it. Here's Blasco's 0-1. Way up and in, and good job to get out of the way there from Nelson. A ball and a strike, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's in there. Hits the inside corner of the plate. 1-2 now. Blasco trying to work around that leadoff double. 2-0 score. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and 2 away now. 2 strikeouts for Blasco to start things off. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter Mason Myers, who's a pitcher tonight for Smethport. You have to think he'd really feel a lot better if he can get one home here for his own cause. That's going to be fouled up and out of play. Bundy behind the plate for DuBois, Owen Bundy. This team is managed by Luke Bundy. Here's the pitch, down low. 1-1 now. Blasco trying to get out of the inning after giving up the leadoff double. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that's going to be hard to the second baseman. A good play over there by Atlee Palumbo, and that'll end the inning. And there shows 1 hit, no runs. After 1, it is DuBois 2 and Smethport 0. You're listening to Little League Baseball on Tri-County TV and Connect FM, driven by Star Trucking.
Attention, Little League teams and fans. This season, Smith's Lawn and Landscaping is proud to sponsor your local Little League. We're here to cheer you on and wish every team the best of luck. Score big with Smith's Lawn and Landscaping. We're ready to tackle any landscaping challenge and help you hit a home run with your outdoor space. For landscaping that hits it out of the park, choose Smith's Lawn and Landscaping, proudly supporting Little League and your community. Visit us online at smithslawnandlandscaping.com or follow us on Facebook today.
Welcome to Star Trucking.
Award-winning Star Trucking is looking to hire professionals in all aspects of the trucking industry. Voted best trucking company and one of the best places to work in our region, we currently have openings for CDL, van, semi, over-the-road, local, dump, sand can, well site truck drivers, and more, as well as mechanics, dispatch, and office staff. Star Trucking maintains a family-friendly, professional atmosphere with attention to our employees and their needs. For more information or to apply today, visit startrucking.com. That's STAAR trucking.com.
Welcome back to Wade Memorial Field. Bob Anderson here with you at the DuBois City Park. DuBois leading 2-0 after 1 inning, scoring 2 with 2 outs in the first inning on a couple of miscues from the Smethport defense. Took advantage of those. And then in the bottom half of the inning, Mason Blasco worked around a leadoff double to get out of that inning without any scars. The current conditions here at DuBois are, well, a little bit of rain falling here on the field. It was raining a little harder there in the last inning, slowed down a bit, seems to be picking up again. A lot of umbrellas out there in the outfield and along the left field side where I can see. Have a little harder view of looking down the right field side. I can see the field barely, but I can't see the bleachers. Owen Bundy now the batter for DuBois here in the top of the second inning. Bundy catching tonight. Takes ball or strike 1. Here's the pitch. That's in there quickly for strike 2. Myers worked very efficiently in the first inning on the first 2 batters. And that ball's going to be inside. Bundy has to get out of the way of that one. So 1-2. Wearing the number 99. Good hockey number. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, fouled off. Staying alive. There's an 85 pitch max here at this level. This is the 11-12-year-old group. That's what they call the major division. This is game 1 of this District 10 All-Star playoffs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off. Good piece of hitting there from Bundy just to stay alive. Myers went with the off-speed pitch. Rain continuing to fall here at the field here in DuBois. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off again, 1-2. Bundy making them work. 2-0 DuBois if you're just joining us. Top of the second, DuBois is the away team. Here's the pitch. That's in there for strike 3. Catches him looking. And that's strikeout number 2 now for Myers. Atlee Palumbo will bat for DuBois next. He's the number 7 hitter in the lineup. Here's the pitch from Myers. Misses outside. Palumbo playing second base made a nice play to end the inning there in the bottom of the first. On a sharply hit ball back to him. That ball's outside and off the backstop. So 2-0 now to Palumbo. And that pitch misses, bounces in front of the plate. You got to wonder if the rain is having any bit of effect on Myers here. And home plate umpire Joe Price gives him a new ball. So 3-0 now. And the pitch. And that's ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Palumbo. That'll bring up Everett Ryder. DuBois with 2 hits in the first inning. Both with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Up high, ball 1 to Ryder. 1-0. Palumbo on first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss there. Palumbo staying at first. 1-1 now. Pitch up high, 2-1. Good eye from Ryder. Slow but steady rain continues to fall. 2-1. And that hits the outside corner of the plate. 2-2 now. With 1 away in the top of the second inning. DuBois leading 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to get by the shortstop into center field, and 2 will be aboard for DuBois in the top of the second. Just eluded the shortstop and finds a hole into the outfield. That's DuBois' 3rd hit in the game so far.
Now batting number 5, Ryan Mitchell.
So with runners on first and second, Ryan Mitchell stands in for DuBois, playing first base tonight. Here's the pitch. Takes a ball outside. Myers was able to get off to quick starts in the counts in the last inning. That's going to be hit into right. That's going to drop. The right fielder makes the play, but he's going to throw it in. 1 run's going to score here, and Ryder moves over to third. 3-0 DuBois on the RBI single from Ryan Mitchell. And the DuBois bench is fired up. So we're going to have a timeout on the field as the Smethport coach comes out to talk to his squad. The Smethport, Kane, and Mount Jewett combined. The northern lands of DuBois, or the Pennsylvania area, District 10. Myers will stay in the game. So with 1 out and runners on the corner, chance for DuBois to add on. Alex Hughes is the batter, an extra hitter. That ball's going to miss up. Ryder comes down the third base line, but goes back to third as it doesn't get beyond him far enough to try for it. DuBois did score on a pass ball in the last inning. Here's the 1-0. That misses, but good play there by the catcher who throws down to third. That gets beyond the third baseman, and Ryder will score. Mitchell's heading for third. Here's the throw, and he's going to be in there safe. DuBois being very aggressive on the base pads, paying off right now. Heads up play there for Mitchell to go all the way from first to third on that bad throw. DuBois taking advantage of these miscues. And now lead 4-0. Chance to add on too with a runner at third and only one away. Hughes, that ball bounces back to the backstop. Mitchell will stay at third though. 3 balls, no strikes. Suddenly this game feels like it's slipping away from Smethport very quickly. Here's the ball, the pitch. It's going to be in there for strike one. 3-1 now. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And that's going to be outside, ball 4. And second walk of the game here for Myers. Hughes on first, Mitchell on third. Colton Michaud will stand in. Chance to drive in another one. Here's a pitch that's in there for strike 1. Four nothing DuBois. Here's the 0-1 down low. Good scoop there from the catcher. Throws to the shortstop. Looks like Hughes will stay at first for now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on chopper to first. He's going to bobble it, but make the play at first. But that'll score a run there. Mitchell will score on the putout. 5-0 DuBois. And if you're DuBois, you'll take that. Add on to the total. Here's the 12th hitter for DuBois. That ball's up high to Cam Gasberry. So we'll bat all the way through the lineup here with Gasberry. That ball misses low, and it's going to get beyond the catcher, and Hughes is going to move up. And now another runner is at third base. With a 5-0 score here for DuBois. Here's the pitch. It's in there for strike 1. 2-1 now. And here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the second inning. 2 away. DuBois leading 5-0. And the pitch, that misses just a bit outside. Looks like it's just drizzling now. The rain has slowed down considerably. We're hoping we can get this game in here. Full count pitch. Swung on, fouled off by Gasberry. Good piece of hitting there. Anything close. Myers now up to 25 pitches in the game. 85 pitch max at this level. Again, this is 11 and 12-year-olds. And game 1 of this all-star bracket. Here's the pitch. Swung on right back at the pitcher. Over to second, though. The throw to first. In time. Gets him for out number 3. But not before DuBois adds 3 more runs to take a 5-0 lead. You're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball on Tri-County TV and on Connect FM. Stay with.
How often do you really get a chance to make a difference in someone's life? I love being a foster parent, and working with Lifespan has been great. They are very supportive and always there when we need them.
Every child deserves a safe and healthy home. There are thousands of kids in foster care in Pennsylvania. Do you have a place in your heart and your home for these children? You probably qualify to foster. Call us today at Lifespan Family Services.
Napa Auto Parts of DuBois, Brockway, and Brookville proudly supports Little League. Visit Napa Auto Parts and make sure your vehicle is ready to roll. Napa has all the parts, tools, and accessories you need to keep your vehicle running smooth. From batteries to brakes, filters to fluids, Napa has it all for your car, truck, or small engine. Visit Napa Auto Parts and experience the Napa know-how.
Welcome back to Way Memorial Field at the DuBois City Park. Bob Anderson with you. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Smethport at the plate. And DuBois leading 5-0 here right off the bat. Mason Blasco pitches ball one outside there. Derek Bachman, the batter for Smethport. Mount Jewett Kane in their black jerseys. There's the pitch up high, 2-0. Nice little teal numbers and names there for the Mount Jewett team. Here's the pitch. That ball's out. No, it catches the corner of the plate. So looks like we got a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes it for strike two. Bachman, not sure he agreed there, but that one looked like it was in there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Blasco misses there with trying to go with a curveball. Looks like lefty against righty here. Maybe he's trying to stripe the outside corner. But right now we got a full count. And the pitch from Blasco is going to be up and away. So a walk here, the first walk of the game surrendered. Blasco also had a runner to start the first inning. A double for Smethport started the game, but he was able to work his way out of that jam. Here's the pitch swung on and missed there from Evan Fitzsimmons, late on that one. No balls and a strike. That pitch is going to be missed as well. So 0-2 here from Blasco to start off this batter. Did have 2 strikeouts in the first inning, and he gets his third strikeout there as Fitzsimmons can't catch up to that one, and one away here in the bottom of the second. Logan Reese, the batter, playing left field for this Smethport squad. Swing and a miss there. Nice colorful bat there from another lefty in this Smethport lineup. Stands right up on the plate. That ball's up and away. Ball one. One out, bottom of the second. 5-0 score. DuBois leading. Looks like the rain has stopped. Here's the pitch. And he chases that one upstairs. So 1-2 now. And Blasco's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout for Blasco. That's strikeout number 4 already in the game here as we're in the bottom of the second. 4 out of 5 have been strikeouts. Now we're at the number 8 hitter, Chase Olson, the batter for Smethport. Misses just a bit outside. Olson playing third base tonight. Runner on first. Blasco not concerned about that runner. He'll just come home. That pitch is missed. 1-1 now. Blasco just doing it with velocity. Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2-1 with 2 outs. Runner on first. And the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, chopper to the third baseman. This will be a tough play. Over to second, and he makes the play. Good job by Lockett, who takes the easier out at second base. So after 2 innings, it's DuBois 5, Smethport nothing. This is Little League Baseball on Tri-County TV and Connect FM, driven by Star Trucking.
How often do you really get a chance to make a difference in someone's life? I love being a foster parent, and working with Lifespan has been great. They are very supportive and always there when we need them.
Every child deserves a safe and healthy home. There are thousands of kids in foster care in Pennsylvania. Do you have a place in your heart and your home for these children? You probably qualify to foster. Call us today at Lifespan Family Services.
Napa Auto Parts of DuBois, Brockway, and Brookville proudly supports Little League. Visit Napa Auto Parts and make sure your vehicle is ready to roll. Napa has all the parts, tools, and accessories you need to keep your vehicle running smooth. From batteries to brakes, filters to fluids, Napa has it all for your car, truck, or small engine. Visit Napa Auto Parts and experience the Napa know-how.
Welcome back to Way Memorial Field. Bob Anderson with you here to bring you this first game of this Division District 10 Little League All-Star Bracket. DuBois looking good here so far. 5-0 lead after 2 innings. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here from Smethport. That is number 17 coming into pitch. Looks like Hoyt Woodward will come up and end the day for Mason Myers. Maybe they're trying to save him for a future outing. The winner of this game will go on to play on Friday night against Potter/McKean. The loser will be off until Sunday, and they'll wait the loser of the game that's going on right now as well, Elk County and Warren. That game's in Warren tonight. We'll go back to the top of the lineup for DuBois. It'll be Morelli, Benton, and Little to start the inning. Does look like we're starting to see a little bit of steadier rain here. Not too bad, but certainly still raining. And Woodward's first pitch is outside to Morelli. Morelli is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Up high. And that one's going to miss outside, so quickly 3-0 here. And the pitch. And that misses outside as well. 4-pitch walk here to Morelli to start the third inning. And now Hank Benton comes to the plate. He grounded out to second in the first inning. That ball's in there for strike 1, and there's going to be a throw down to second, but Morelli is in there with the stolen base. We have seen DuBois be very aggressive on the base pads here to start the game, and it's paid off for them. Here's the 0-1. That's outside, misses. Looks like Morelli was thinking about going, then thinks otherwise. He's in scoring position right now. Here's the 0-1. Swung off, fouled off down the third base side. Over to manager Luke Bundy. Tries to dry that one off, but they'll throw a new ball in as it continues to rain here at the field. Here's the pitch swung on, and that's going to be strike 3 to Benton. So Woodward gets his first out of the day. Woodward in relief for Mason Myers, who started the day for the Smethport Mount Jewett Kane team. Landon Little steps in for DuBois. He's the shortstop. And they're going to call it here, it looks like. A little too much rain coming down, so we're going to pause the game here, and we'll see if we get it resumed soon. We'll check the radar. We'll take a quick break here. You're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball, powered by Star Trucking.
Weight loss can be one of the biggest challenges of your life. But exactly how will you accomplish your weight loss goals? Maybe you'll need a little help with this. At Infused IV Bar, you'll discover effective weight loss solutions with sustainable results. Speak to our in-house physician, either in person or through telehealth services in Pennsylvania, to create a synergistic plan that works for your needs. Weight loss can be one of the biggest challenges of your life. But exactly how will you accomplish your weight loss goals? Maybe you'll need a little help with this. At Infused IV Bar, you'll discover effective weight loss solutions with sustainable results. Speak to our in-house physician, either in person or through telehealth services in Pennsylvania, to create a synergistic plan that works for your needs.
Hi, it's Mike at DeLulo Transport in DuBois. For the last 14 years, DeLulo Transport has been providing reliable transportation services to our customers. Now, we've added a new division, DT Auto Glass. DT Auto Glass is performing windshield repair and replacement for all makes and models of vehicles, including medium and heavy-duty trucks. Our technician, Kevin, has been installing glass in the area for over 30 years and takes pride in his work. For a quote or to schedule a repair or mobile appointment, call 814-503-4131 or stop by our shop at 349 DuBois Street.
Attention, Little League teams and fans. This season, Smith's Lawn and Landscaping is proud to sponsor your local Little League. We're here to cheer you on and wish every team the best of luck. Score big with Smith's Lawn and Landscaping. We're ready to tackle any landscaping challenge and help you hit a home run with your outdoor space. For landscaping that hits it out of the park, choose Smith's Lawn and Landscaping, proudly supporting Little League and your community. Visit us online at smithslawnandlandscaping.com or follow us on Facebook today.
Baseball on Tri-County TV, Connect FM, and Sunny 106 is brought to you by Stars Trucking, Lifespan Family Services, Infused IV Bar, Smith Lawn and Landscaping, Napa Auto Parts of DuBois, Spitzer's Auto World, Buck's Pizza, and DeLulo Transport. Now let's get to the action.
Welcome back to Way Memorial Field. Bob Anderson and Jared Howard still here with you. I'll be on the air with you. Jared's running the video. After a lengthy weather delay, probably over an hour, we are getting ready to get started again here. DuBois is leading the game 5-0. There was one out in the top of the third inning when we were delayed because of the heavy rain that came down. Some lightning and thunderstorms rolled through the area as well, but looks like the skies have cleared here at least for now, hopefully for the rest of this game so we can get it in. Both teams just back on the field here and warming back up. The kids did a good job of staying entertained in the little over hour weather delay. I saw a lot of them heading for the concession stands and some of them playing out in the rain, but looks like we're just about ready to get started. If you weren't with us before, DuBois scored 2 runs in the top of the first inning to start things off and then scored 3 runs in the top of the second. And here we are in the third with 1 away and a runner on second base. And Landon Little getting set to get back up to the plate here to resume this game. So we would like to thank our fine sponsors for bringing this contest to you tonight. I'd like to mention them again. We got Star Trucking, Lifespan Family Services, Infused. We got Smith's Lawn and Landscaping, Napa, Spitzer, Bucks, and DeLulu. So thank you for sponsoring and bringing the games to you here. All right, so the throw down to second, and now warm-ups are complete. Landon Little's coming back up to the plate with 1 away. There's a ball and 2 strikes. Nothing like stepping back in with 2 strikes to get started here. But we do have a runner on second base for DuBois. They're leading 5-0. Chance to add on here to the score. Hoyt Woodward is the pitcher for Smethport, and here's the pitch. And it's outside. The runner is going to third. He's going to be in there. Stolen base. DuBois again being aggressive on the base pad. So a runner on third. Chance to add on. Here's the pitch. Again outside. 3-2 now. Be interesting to see how the kids adjust to the delay. Try to get back into the rhythm of the game. And here's the full count pitch. That's going to be hit back to the pitcher. That's going to score a run, though, as Woodward decides to go to first. And Morelli scores from third to make it 6-0. So productive out there for DuBois. All right, so with nobody on, Jordan Lockett steps in. Cleanup hitter for DuBois. He swings and fouls that one off down the third base line. Lockett singled in the first. It actually advanced to third on the air. Out in right field, that's fouled off. Out of play. 0-2 now. 6-0 lead for DuBois. Here's the pitch. That's hit hard into center, and that is gone. No doubt about it. Lockett with the 2-out home run to make it 7-0 for DuBois. That one you could tell right off the bat. There was no doubt about that one. Lockett makes it 7-0. DuBois here in the top of the third. There are a few fans still remaining out there in the outfield. Did kind of thin out, though, with the weather delay. All right, Mason Blasco steps in. And that ball's going to be up high. Blasco started the game on the mound. We'll see if DuBois continues to pitch him here when they go back out on the field. He's 0 for 1 tonight. That ball is going to be looped into third, and that'll find a hole. He's around first, heading for second. Here comes the throw to second, and he's going to be in there with a double. So just like the first inning, DuBois putting on some runs here with 2 outs. 7-0 lead now. 2 away here in the top of the third. Blasco at second. Owen Bundy comes back up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out in the second. Here's the pitch from Woodward. Outside. Woodward is the second Smethport Kane Mount Jewett pitcher tonight. Mason Myers started the game, then was taken out in the top of this inning, but that one's going to get him out of the inning as Bundy pops out to Woodward, but not before more damage is done. DuBois now takes a 7-0 lead into the bottom of the third. You're listening to Little League Baseball here on Connect FM, sponsored by Star Trucking.
Pizza and wings? Yeah, those are good. Pair it with family and friends? Even better. Throw in a cozy atmosphere, a well-rounded menu with salads, pasta, wings, strombolis, tenders, sandwiches, and delicious desserts? Well, that's Bucks. Bucks Pizza. Enjoy our award-winning food in DuBois and Clearfield. Good, better, Bucks.
Sunny 106. Music that makes you feel good. On air, online, and on Amazon Alexa. Today's Sunny 106.
And we're back here at Way Memorial Field. Bob Anderson with you as DuBois leads 7-0 going into the bottom of the third inning. We do have a pitching change for DuBois as Ryan Mitchell will come to the mound here for the team as Mason Blasco exits after 2 innings. Gave up no runs and let's see, only 1 hit, 1 walk, and had 4 strikeouts. So good outing from Blasco, but after that long delay, it looks like they're going to elect to go with a new pitcher, and Ryan Mitchell gets the call. Looks like we got a change out in the field then, too. I'm trying to get all of those. Looks like Hughes is going to go. Alex Hughes will go to first. And I'll give you any other changes if I can find those here as we continue on. We're still getting warmed up. Got to give credit here to the home plate umpire, Joe Price, who is out there helping to warm up Ryan Mitchell. Pulling double duty here. You got to love that. So Mitchell has a nice little cushion here, a 7-0 lead after 2 innings. Right now, it's actually very comfortable outside after all the rain. And we're hoping that the storms stay away for the rest of this outing. Looks like when I look at my hourly forecast, looks pretty good. Looks like the big band is east of us. It went through, so hopefully it's clear skies and smooth sailing from this point on. All right, so Ryan Mitchell will face his first batter, Brady Rook of Smethport. He's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. They still have not gotten through the lineup yet. That takes the first pitch up high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Mitchell. That's up high, 2-0 now. Mitchell has some nice speed on his fastballs. Just trying to bring it down a little bit. Here's the 2-0. Again up high, so 3-0. Nice thing about the turf field is there's no problems here in the infield with rain. Maybe a little soggy out there in the outfield, but doesn't look too bad. And that's a 4-pitch walk from Mitchell to Rook. 1 aboard for Smethport. That'll bring up the number 10 hitter, Bryler Boots.
Now batting number 5, Bryler Boots.
Okay, here's the pitch from Mitchell. That's in there for a strike. Good to get that first one. Seven nothing lead for DuBois. Bottom of the third. In there for a strike. 0-2 now. Quickly out ahead. And Mitchell's 0-2 is up just a little high there. Misses 1-2 now. With no outs. Runner on first. Only the third inning because of the weather delay. That's going to be swung on, fouled off. Just gets a piece of that as it was a low pitch, but he gets enough of it to foul it away. And that ball's misses just barely. 2-2 now. No outs. Ryan Mitchell in relief of Mason Blasco to start this third inning. Here's the pitch, swung on. Just gets a piece of that one too, so good at bat here from Boots. Making Mitchell work. Lockett, if you are just tuning in, Jordan Lockett with a home run in the top of the third inning cleared the center left field line or fence. That's going to be swung on, fouled off as well. It's 205 to center, so he hit it a little more than that, and he cleared it without really any question. So it probably carried at least 210, 215. Here's the pitch from Mitchell. Again, misses up high, so now it's a full count with one already aboard. Mitchell looking for his first out in relief for Blasco. Here's the pitch, and that misses up high, and that's going to put 2 on the base pads for Smethport. And that'll bring up the 11 hitter, Kyler Okerlund. So Mitchell trying to find the strike zone here. Got ahead of the last batter, but Boots did a good job of working him, fouling off some pitches. And here's the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 now. Looks like we did have some other changes in the field. They're going to come out and talk to Mitchell here. Manager Luke Bundy is out to talk to him. I'm trying to get those changes. Looks like we got Gasberry coming in. He's going to play second base. Cam Gasberry. Might have a change out in right field too, but I don't know for sure yet. I'll try to get that to you as soon as I can. All right, so Ryan Mitchell, after a little pep talk, comes back with a strike. 1-1 now. Coach Bundy probably telling him just throw strikes. Don't worry about the speed. Just put them in there. You're up 7-0. Make them earn them. That's going to bounce in front of the plate. Bundy's going to throw down to third. Not in time. So the runner moved up from second to third, but the runner on first stayed there. So now runners on the corners. 2 balls and a strike. Still no outs here in the bottom of the third. DuBois leading 7-0. Smethport trying to get at least one on the board to get things started. There's a strike, and we got a long lead off here, and he's kind of caught between first and second. Now the runner's going to look. He's going to go to second. The runner at second's going to score, or third is going to score, but the runner at first is going to be out, it looks like. All right, so there's one out, but they do score a run on the rundown. to make it 7-1. So if your DuBois probably don't mind trading that run for an out there. There's a swing and a miss. And strike 3, so that's 2 away for DuBois here in the bottom of the third. There was runners on the corners with no outs. And the rundown cost them an out, earned them a run. But all of a sudden, the threat is all over, it looks like. Karsten Trinetti is the batter for Smethport. He's an extra hitter and the last batter in the lineup. We'll go back to the top of the lineup after him. That's going to be swung on into shallow right field. Just gets beyond Gasberry's outstretched glove and falls in the gap there between second and right field. Base hit for Trinetti. And so back to the top of the lineup, Hoyt Woodward. He started things off with a double for Smethport in the bottom of the first inning. Was stranded there. And that one's going to be hit hard into right field. And a beautiful diving catch out in center field by Rocco Morelli. That ends the inning. Beautiful catch. But not before Smethport puts up 1 run to make it 7-1. We'll come back with the top of the fourth. You're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball on Connect FM and Tri-County TV, sponsored by Star Trucking.
Welcome to Star Trucking.
Award-winning Star Trucking is looking to hire professionals in all aspects of the trucking industry. Voted best trucking company and one of the best places to work in our region, we currently have openings for CDL, van, semi, over-the-road, local, dump, sand can, well site truck drivers, and more, as well as mechanics, dispatch, and office staff. Star Trucking maintains a family-friendly, professional atmosphere with attention to our employees and their needs. For more information or to apply today, visit startrucking.com. That's STAAR trucking.com.
Hi, it's Mike at DeLulo Transport in DuBois. For the last 14 years, DeLulo Transport has been providing reliable transportation services to our customers. Now, we've added a new division, DT Autoglass. DT Autoglass is performing windshield repair and replacement for all makes and models of vehicles, including medium and heavy-duty trucks. Our technician, Kevin, has been installing glass in the area for over 30 years and takes pride in his work. For a quote or to schedule a repair or mobile appointment, call 814-503-4131 or stop by our shop at 349 DuBois Street.
Welcome back to Way Memorial Field here in the DuBois City Park. Bob Anderson with you, and DuBois leads 7-1 after 3 innings. Some eventful play here so far through 3 innings. Of course, we had 2 innings of play, and then we had a long weather delay. When we came back, we got to see a nice home run in the top of the 3rd inning from Jordan Lockett. And then in the bottom of the 3rd inning, we saw one of the nicest plays you will see in Little League Baseball with the beautiful diving catch out in center field, reminiscent of Andy Van Slyke, if you remember the old Pirate center fielder. That's what it reminded me of. Beautiful catch by Rocco Morelli, who really laid out to get that one and end the inning there for DuBois. And now we'll start the top of the 4th with Atlee Palumbo back up to bat. He walked in his first plate appearance in the 2nd inning. Takes a ball there for his first pitch. He's going to swing at that one into left field. That'll drop. And a nice long single there from Palumbo to start things off here in the top of the 4th. DuBois with a 6-run advantage. Looking to add on here in the top of the 4th. If you're curious about the mercy roll in this, at this level, I believe it's 15 runs after 3 innings and then 10 after 4. So DuBois would have to put up at least 4 here in this inning to have a chance to get to that. There's Everett Ryder swinging. That's over to 3rd. They'll take the force out at 2nd. No play at 1st. 1 away now. So the fielder's choice there. And that'll bring up Ryan Mitchell. Ryan Mitchell is now pitching for DuBois. He had an RBI single in the 2nd inning. And he takes that first pitch down low for a ball. Everett Ryder on first. Here's the pitch. Just misses outside. 2-0 now. And the 2-0, that's in there for a strike. 2-1. Took a little speed off that one to make sure it got across the plate. And that ball's up. 3-1 now. And that's going to be swung on, fouled off. Nice stop there by manager Luke Bundy to keep it from going down the line. The old catcher for DuBois. Good reflexes still. Full count now. Here's the pitch. Mitchell hits that hard, but it's going to be foul. Just a little out ahead of that one. Made good contact, though. So we'll do it again. Full count. 1 away. 7-1 lead here for DuBois. Only the 4th inning because of the long weather delay. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be grounded over to third. Again, a fielder's choice over at second, but he drops the ball. Ryder's going to stay there at second. And so 2 aboard now after the air. It was a good throw. He just couldn't finagle it into the glove. And so now 2 aboard for DuBois, first and second. Alex Hughes will be the batter for DuBois. He walked in the second. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up over to the third base side. And that'll be an out. Chase Olson over there to make the catch. 2 outs. That's exactly what Woodward needed there. 1 pitch and gets the big out there. And Colton Michaud now steps in for DuBois. He swings at that one, can't catch up to it. 0-1. Michaud grounded out in the second, but did record an RBI. Takes that one for a ball. 1-1 now. And the pitch that misses everybody, and they're going to move up. Both runners now in scoring position. Good hustle there from Ryder and Mitchell on the base pads. So we got a 2-1 count with 2 outs. Base hit could score 2. That's going to be hit into the gap between short and third. One will come around to score. They're going to wave Mitchell around. The throw is going to be late coming home. And Michaud moves up to second with the RBIs. 2 RBIs, 2 more to add. That's 3 on the game for Michaud. We'll give him, we'll take it. Makes it 9-1. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change now for the Smethport team. We'll take a quick break then and come right back. You're listening to Little League Baseball here on Tri-County TV and Connect FM, sponsored by Star Trucking.
Weight loss can be one of the biggest challenges of your life. But exactly how will you accomplish your weight loss goals? Maybe you'll need a little help with this. At Infused IV Bar, you'll discover effective weight loss solutions with sustainable results. Speak to our in-house physician, either in person or through telehealth services in Pennsylvania, to create a synergistic plan that works for your needs.
Every kid deserves a chance at bat, on and off the field. That's why Spitzer Auto World DuBois proudly supports local Little League teams. Because it's more than just fun. It's about building confidence, learning teamwork, and developing character. We may not wear cleats, but the Spitzer team shows up ready to work hard, play fair, and deliver honest deals with our low panda price every day. So let's play ball.
Wag more. Spend less at Spitzer Auto World DuBois.
Our world revolves around you.
Welcome back to Way Memorial Field here in the top of the 4th inning. DuBois leading 9-1. Just added on 2 more runs to the total. We're going to have a pitching change now for the Smethport Mount Jewett Kane team. And it looks like number 1, John Nelson, will come in to pitch. He'll be the third pitcher on record for this team. He was playing center field, and he'll come in and pitch. They'll try to get him out of the inning here with only an 8-run deficit. I believe if DuBois can put on 2 more, they could maybe force a mercy roll here, but we shall see if that happens. Cam Gasberry will be the batter for DuBois once we resume. Looks like we're just about ready to do that here. If you're just joining us, it's been an eventful 3.5 innings here anyhow. Starting out with DuBois taking a nice 7-0 lead, and then we had a long weather delay, and we're back at it now, and DuBois looking to add on, leading by 8. There's a good pitch from Nelson. It looks like he has a little more speed on his fastball than the previous pitchers did. So an 0-1 count here to Gasberry, and that's in there for strike 2 very quickly with 2 away. DuBois with a runner on second, trying to add on. Here's Nelson's pitch. That's up high, ball 1, 1-2. So try to get out of the inning here. Only down by 8. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, fouled off. Gasberry catching up to that one. Trying to stay alive. Nelson working pretty quickly, just coming with some fastballs here. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. That's going to find a gap over the third base line. Here's going to be a throw home. It's going to be a close one. But no, he's going to score. And a double there for Gasberry to give DuBois a 10-1 lead now and put him in scoring position as we go back to the top of the lineup. So Gasberry, he really caught up to that one and lined it right down the third base bag into the outfield to make it 10-1. Here's the pitch now to Morelli. That gets beyond the catcher, but they're going to hold the runner at second. Gasberry will stay put. Represents the 10-run advantage if he can get across the plate. Morelli, who had a beautiful catch to end the third inning, is now up to the plate. He's going to hit that one straight to the shortstop, though, and that'll end the inning. But DuBois adds again, and with that, takes a 10-1 lead into the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball on Connect FM and Tri-County TV.
Weight loss can be one of the biggest challenges of your life. But exactly how will you accomplish your weight loss goals? Maybe you'll need a little help with this. At Infused IV Bar, you'll discover effective weight loss solutions with sustainable results. Speak to our in-house physician, either in person or through telehealth services in Pennsylvania, to create a synergistic plan that works for your needs.
Every kid deserves a chance at bat, on and off the field. That's why Spitzer Auto World DuBois proudly supports local Little League teams. Because it's more than just fun. It's about building confidence, learning teamwork, and developing character. We may not wear cleats, but the Spitzer team shows up ready to work hard, play fair, and deliver honest deals with our low panda price every day. So let's play ball.
Whack more. Spend less at Spitzer Auto World DuBois.
Our world revolves around you.
Welcome back here to the DuBois City Park. Way Memorial Field is the venue, and today's game is Game 1 of the District 10 Little League All-Stars here in the Major Division. This is the 11 and 12-year-old kids. DuBois taking on Smethport, Mount Jewett, and Kane. The winner of this game will go on to play Potter/McKean on Friday night. The loser will play on Sunday with an opponent to be determined based on the other game this evening. That pitch from Ryan Mitchell is in there for a strike to start this at bat out. We're back to the top of the lineup now. Sorry, no, we're top of the lineup for the Smethport squad. Hoyt Woodward is the batter. Sorry, no, it's Caden Patakos, who struck out in the first inning. And we got an 0-2 count here to Patakos. Ryan Mitchell, the second pitcher for DuBois tonight, in relief for Mason Blasco. Mitchell's 0-2. In the dirt, 1-2 now. DuBois leading 10-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch. That's going to be grounded to the second baseman, who's going to make a nice throw over to first, and that'll be out number one here in the bottom of the fourth for DuBois. That's Cam Gasberry over there at second. Good play from him. John Nelson, the batter now for this Smethport team. Struck out in the first in his first appearance. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Bunts at foul. Kind of chased a high pitch there from Mitchell. Crowd's a little thinner than they were earlier, but we still have some dedicated faithful here at Wayne Memorial Field. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit hard to short. Nice play, though, and a hard throw over to first to get him. Landon Little with a nice play. So two good fielding plays right off the bat here in the bottom of the fourth, and quickly two away. Mason Myers now trying to keep the inning going for this Smethport crew. He grounded out to second in the first inning. That ended that inning. Here's the pitch from Mitchell up high. And the 1-0 from Mitchell. It's going to be grounded foul down the third baseline. 1-1 now. DuBois leading 10-1. Bottom of the fourth inning. Game one of this all-star season here for this DuBois squad. And here's the pitch. Fouled away. 1-2. Mitchell trying to make this a quick inning. Get out of here 1-2-3. He's one strike away from doing that. A ball and two strikes, two outs. Here's the pitch. Up high from Mitchell. So 2-2 now. To the batter, Myers. Myers started the game on the mound for Smethport. And here's the pitch. Again fouled away. Hanging in there. Bounced off the press box and right back to catcher Owen Bundy, who bare hands a nice little snag there. All right, twos are wild on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch for Mitchell. Up high, 3-2 now. Full count pitch coming. The windup and the pitch is outside, so that'll be a walk for Myers. With 2 away, that'll bring up the 5-hitter, Derek Bachman, also the first baseman. He walked in his first appearance back in the second inning. And it's the 3rd walk for Mitchell here in relief for Blasco. Blasco made it through 2 innings, only gave up 1 hit. And no runs. Here's the pitch from Mitchell. Grounded into second. He's going to step on the bag, Gasberry, and that'll end the inning. And the inning shows no runs on no hits, 1 walk. And that is 10-1 now after 4. We'll come back, see if DuBois can get another run on the board. You're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball on Connect FM and Tri-County TV, sponsored by Star Trucking.
Attention, Little League teams and fans. This season, Smith's Lawn and Landscaping is proud to sponsor your local Little League. We're here to cheer you on and wish every team the best of luck. Score big with Smith's Lawn and Landscaping. We're ready to tackle any landscaping challenge and help you hit a home run with your outdoor space. For landscaping that hits it out of the park, choose Smith's Lawn and Landscaping, proudly supporting Little League and your community. Visit us online at smithslawnandlandscaping.com or follow us on Facebook today.
How often do you really get a chance to make a difference in someone's life? I love being a foster parent, and working with Lifespan has been great. They are very supportive and always there when we need them.
Every child deserves a safe and healthy home. There are thousands of kids in foster care in Pennsylvania. Do you have a place in your heart and your home for these children? You probably qualify to foster. Call us today at Lifespan Family Services.
And welcome back here to Wade Memorial Field as we begin the top of the fifth. DuBois leading 10-1, looking to add on at least one more run with a chance to maybe give this game a quick ending. If they can get 3 outs in the bottom of the fifth, there is a 10-run rule in effect after 4 innings. DuBois leading by 9 right now, so we'll see if they can do that. It's, let me see, we got the 2, 3, 4 hitters in the lineup due up for DuBois. That would be Hank Benton, Landon Little, and Jordan Lockett. Lockett, he had a home run in the 3rd inning, cleared the center field fence considerably. And he's the 3rd batter due up here in the inning, so we'll see if DuBois can put at least one on the board here. Hank Benton steps in. He's the number 2 hitter. And he's going to swing at the first pitch, and that's going to find a gap between center and right field. He's chugging around, and he's going to be in with a stand-up double. Nice hit from Hank Benton there. Leads off the inning with the double. And now Landon Little try to drive him home.
Number 1, Landon Little.
Little has an RBI in the game. That's going to be down low. Gets away, but good play by the catcher there. Holds Benton at second. It's Brady Rook behind the plate. Here's the pitch. Just a bit outside, so 2-0 now to Little. John Nelson, the pitcher for the Smethport team. That's fouled off. Nelson is the 3rd pitcher of the game for this squad. So the loser of this game we'll have to wait till Sunday to play. The winner will play again on Friday night, 6 o'clock. Here's the pitch. Swung on hard to second. That's going to get by the second baseman. Benton's going to go over to 3rd, and so runners will be on the corners now with no outs. That probably would have been a nice snag if he could have got it. I don't know if they call that an error or hit. Just off the edge of the glove. Nonetheless, Little is aboard. 2 aboard now for Lockett, who's back up to the plate after the home run. And Benton's going to score here on the pass ball. And wow, nice little heads-up play there from Little, who chugs all the way around from 1st to 3rd. And it's 11-1 with Lockett looking to add on. Here's Lockett now, holds up there, 1-1 to the cleanup hitter. He just looks a little bigger than a lot of these kids, so you can see how he was able to power that ball out of play, and he fouls that one off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lockett's home run was a no-doubter back in the 3rd. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt. Little will hold up. And a good decision there as that came right off the backstop, right back to the catcher. So once again, DuBois is very aggressive on the base pads. It's a signature DuBois phenomenon. Lockett with another liner into and out of the ballpark. Just clears the fence in center right. So Lockett with a line drive home run, his second of the game. Makes it 13-1 DuBois. Lockett having himself a game. 3 for 3, 2 home runs, and a single. And DuBois leads by 12 tonight. You wonder if they'll be pitching around him if he were to make it back up again. But leading by 12, they would have a chance to close this game out now in the bottom of the 5th. Mason Blasco comes back up. Takes that ball up high. 1-0. So I wasn't sure that that one was going to clear the fence. I thought it was going to hit the top of the fence. It was a line drive this time. There's a strike. Lockett's first home run cleared easily. That was kind of left center. This one was more right center, the line drive right over the fence line. That's going to be hit hard, but out of play by Blasco. Ball and 2 strikes now. So a ball and 2 strikes. No outs still in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Blasco. He's going to hit that one sharply back up the middle, and that'll go for a single. And these DuBois bats are hot right now. Looking to add on, and we're going to have a timeout on the field as the Smethport coach comes out to talk to his pitcher, John Nelson. It looks like that's going to be it for him. So we'll take a quick pause here, and we'll come back. We'll bring you the pitching change. You're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball on Connect FM and Tri-County TV, sponsored by Star Trucking.
Pizza and wings? Yeah, those are good. Pair it with family and friends? Even better. Throw in a cozy atmosphere, a well-rounded menu with salads, pasta, wings, strombolis, tenders, sandwiches, and delicious desserts? Well, that's Bucks. Bucks Pizza. Enjoy our award-winning food in DuBois and Clearfield. Good, better, Bucks.
Napa Auto Parts of DuBois, Brockway, and Brookville proudly supports Little League. Visit Napa Auto Parts and make sure your vehicle is ready to roll. Napa has all the parts, tools, and accessories you need to keep your vehicle running smooth. From batteries to brakes, filters to fluids, Napa has it all for your car, truck, or small engine. Visit Napa Auto Parts and experience the Napa know-how.
We're back here at Way Memorial Field. I apologize for the interruption there, as they did not change pitchers. They just had a long chat with him. John Nelson stays in the game, and the batter is Owen Bundy, who's got a 2-0 count. Mason Blasco over to second on the stolen base, and there's a 3-0 pitch as the DuBois Little League All-Stars here are trying to add on, up by 12 in the top of the 5th inning here in this first game of the All-Star season for DuBois. And he gets a 4-pitch walk there for Bundy, and he'll take his base. 2 aboard now for Atlee Palumbo. Palumbo walked and singled so far in the game. And here's the pitch from Nelson. In there for a strike. 0-1. Here's the 0-1, down low in the dirt. Good job by the catcher there to hold it in front of him. Keep the runners where they're at. Blasco at second, Bundy at first. DuBois has already put 4 runs up in this inning. Right back to Nelson, who goes to third for 1. That's all they'll get. Takes the force out. Good heads-up play there, good reaction. 1 away now. And Everett Ryder comes back up to the plate. He's been on base both times today, once on a single and the next time on a fielder's choice. Scored in the 4th inning. That ball is in there for strike 1 to Ryder. You can see his family out in left field watching the game. There's a ball outside, 1-1. Uh-oh, we got a rundown over here at first. And now both runners are trying to move up. There's the throw to second. Back to first. The runner's trying to score over there at third. They're going to come home. He's going to be safe, and the runner's going to go back to first. So Bundy with a good heads-up play on the base pads and a good job to get out of the jam there from Palumbo over at first. Another run scores for DuBois, 14-1 now. Nothing going right for the Smethport crew right now. Here's the 1-1 coming. That's going to be another pass ball and another stolen base for DuBois. Their aggressiveness has paid off all game long here. Here's the 2-1, swing and a miss there. He took a good cut at that one. But again, another pass ball, and Palumbo moves over to third. So we got a 2-2 count with 1 away. Top of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Nelson to Ryder and swung on and missed. That's out number 2 here in the inning.
Now batting number 5, Ryan Mitchell.
And Ryan Mitchell will come up to the plate. And that pitch gets past the catcher, but they'll hold Palumbo over at third. Always depends on the bounce off the backstop there as to whether or not that runner will go. We've seen him go a couple times today. It's an active backstop though. So always risky. Here's the 1-0 pitch coming from Nelson. Swung on down the third base line. That'll get by the third baseman. Another run scores, 15-1. Mitchell around first. He'll hold up there. And he's got another RBI single in the game, just like he had in the second inning. So 15-1 now for DuBois. And we got a courtesy runner now for Mitchell, who's the pitcher. So Ryder will come back out. He'll run at first. Alex Hughes will step in.
Now batting number 55, Alex Hughes.
Hughes has a walk and a pop out in the game. And the pitch. In there for strike 1. The Smethport team just trying to get out of the inning here. 5 runs put up by DuBois in this top half of the 5th. And that gets by the catcher, and Ryder's going to move over to second. $15-1 score. Here's the pitch. Hit hard into right. The right fielder comes on, makes the catch, and that'll be out number 3 to end the inning. DuBois with a chance to end it here if they can get 3 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Stay with us. Find out if they do. You're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball on Connect FM and Tri-County TV, sponsored by Star Trucking.
Sunny 106, music that makes you feel good. On air, online, and on Amazon Alexa. Today's Sunny 106.
Every kid deserves a chance at bat, on and off the field. That's why Spitzer Auto World DuBois proudly supports local Little League teams. Because it's more than just fun. It's about building confidence, learning teamwork, and developing character. We may not wear cleats, but the Spitzer team shows up ready to work hard, play fair, and deliver honest deals with our low panda price every day. So let's play ball.
Whack more. Spend less at Spitzer Auto World DuBois.
Our world revolves around you.
welcome back here to Way Memorial Field. Bob Anderson with you as we begin the bottom of the 5th inning, or get ready to begin the bottom of the 5th. We do have a pitching change for DuBois. Cam Gasberry will come in. He'll be the 3rd pitcher for the squad tonight. We started with Mason Blasco, then we saw Ryan Mitchell come in, and now Cam Gasberry hoping to close out this game with a 14-run advantage. It's got a few to spare here. DuBois can make it a 10-run roll if they can just get out of the inning here without giving up more than 4 runs. So it's been a game of where we've seen a little bit of everything from weather delays to web gems out on the field and a couple of home runs from Jordan Lockett. Cam Gasberry in to try to end the game. He'll face Evan Fitzsimmons, and he pops that one up. Oh, and 1 now to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons only was up once so far tonight, and he struck out in the 2nd. Here's the pitch from Gasberry down in the dirt. 1-1. So it looks like DuBois on their way to advancing to a Friday night matchup against Potter McKean. There's only one other game going on tonight, and that's Elk County versus Warren. See if we can get you a score on that one. Here's 2 strikes now to Fitzsimmons, 2-2. And the pitch from Gasberry just misses outside. So full count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, no, he fouled it off. Sorry. So we'll do it again. Good job from Gasberry there to come back with a strike. Let's see if he can do it again. Full count. This pitch, another foul ball. Fitzsimmons going to make him work for this one. This is the number 6 hitter in the lineup for this Smethport squad. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit high into left field. Everett Ryder over there calls it and makes the catch. 1 away now for DuBois. 2 outs from closing it out. Logan Reese will bat now.
Number 6, Logan Reese.
A left-hander for this Smethport, Mount Jewett, and Kane team. There's a pitch in there for a strike. Reese is also for 1 with a strikeout. Swings at that one. Can't catch up. 0-2 now. Gasberry quickly ahead. And the pitch down low. Misses 1-2. DuBois probably trying to preserve those arms, keep the pitch counts low so they keep these guys eligible for future games. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 3, and now we're just 1 out away from ending it. Chase Olson trying to keep their hopes alive here. And the pitch. In there for a strike. Gasberry's 0-1, down a little bit. 1-1 now. This game got underway at 6 o'clock. It's almost 9 o'clock now because of the weather delay. That ball's outside, or that's going to catch the outside corner of the plate. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out away. With 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's a chance to end it. The pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. The DuBois Major Baseball team is victorious here in Game 1 of their Little League bracket, and we'll take that one. We'll shake hands. We'll come back. We'll recap it. You're listening to DuBois Little League Baseball, sponsored by Star Trucking.
Welcome to Star Trucking.
Award-winning Star Trucking is looking to hire professionals in all aspects of the trucking industry. Voted best trucking company and one of the best places to work in our region, we currently have openings for CDL, van, semi, over-the-road, local, dump, sand can, well site truck drivers, and more, as well as mechanics, dispatch, and office staff. Star Trucking maintains a family-friendly, professional atmosphere with attention to our employees and their needs. For more information or to apply today, visit startrucking.com. That's STAAR trucking.com.
How often do you really get a chance to make a difference in someone's life? I love being a foster parent, and working with Lifespan has been great. They are very supportive and always there when we need them.
Every child deserves a safe and healthy home. There are thousands of kids in foster care in Pennsylvania. Do you have a place in your heart and your home for these children? You probably qualify to foster. Call us today at Lifespan Family Services.
Welcome back to Way Memorial Field, and DuBois is victorious here in Game 1 of this District 10 Little League bracket here in the All-Stars. They will advance to take on Potter McKean on Friday. We don't know where that venue is, or at least I don't know that venue as of right now, but that game, I believe, will begin at 6 p.m. on Friday evening, and Mount Jewett, Kane, Smethport, they'll drop to the losers bracket, and they'll play the loser of the game that's taking place tonight as well up in Warren. It's Elk County versus Warren. So DuBois advances, stay in the winner's bracket here. Victorious by a 15-1 score. Is really a pretty darn good team effort all around, but Jordan Lockett stands above the rest with a 3-for-3 performance from the plate and 2 home runs, one that cleared with no doubt, and the other one was a line drive shot that got out of here in a hurry, just cleared the fence over in center right to make it second home run in the game. So we'd like to thank you for joining us, and we'd like to thank our sponsors one more time for bringing this contest to you, including Star Trucking, Lifespan, Infused, IV Bar, Smith's Lawn and Landscaping, Napa, Spitzer, Bucks, and Delulu Trucking. We'd like to thank all of them. We'd like to thank Jared Howard for bringing the video to you on Tri-County TV, and Marty McMillan back in the studios for keeping us on the air. You've been listening to DuBois Little League Baseball on Connect FM. I'm Bob Anderson. We'll catch you on Friday.
Every kid deserves a chance at bat, on and off the field. That's why Spitzer Auto World DuBois proudly supports local Little League teams. Because it's more than just fun. It's about building confidence, learning teamwork, and developing character. We may not wear cleats, but the Spitzer team shows up ready to work hard, play fair, and deliver honest deals with our low Panda price every day. So let's play ball.
Wag more. Spend less at Spitzer Auto World DuBois.
Our world revolves around you.
Hi, it's Mike at DeLulo Transport in DuBois. For the last 14 years, DeLulo Transport has been providing reliable transportation services to our customers. Now, we've added a new division, DT Auto Glass. DT Auto Glass is performing windshield repair and replacement for all makes and models of vehicles, including medium and heavy-duty trucks. Our technician, Kevin, has been installing glass in the area for over 30 years and takes pride in his work. For a quote or to schedule a repair or mobile appointment, call 814-503-4131 or stop by our shop at 349 DuBois Street.
Tonight's broadcast of Little League Baseball on Connect FM, Sunny 106, and Tri-County TV was made possible by Stars Trucking, Lifespan Family Services, Infused IV Bar, Smith Lawn and Landscaping, Napa Auto Parts of DuBois, Spitzer's Auto World, Buck's Pizza, and DeLulo Transport. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.